106.7 Lights FM.
106.7 Light FM. I'm Cubby. That's Christine. And we have some celebrities in the studio. I mean, true celebrities.
True celebrities and true friends of ours.
And true friends of ours.
Yes.
Caroline Hirsch is in the building, number one.
Yeah.
Caroline Hirsch.
Good morning, Caroline.
And we
Good
got
to see
Joe
you.
List, a very funny comedian. Good morning, Joe.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
All right.
Yeah, nice to see you.
We'll dive more into what's going on, but let's kick right into it. We're talking 10 days, 5 boroughs, 200 plus comedians, 100 plus shows. We have the New York Comedy Festival lineup coming out. It's the 20th anniversary, right, Caroline?
The 20th anniversary of making New York laugh.
It's amazing. 20 years. Unreal.
20 years, and it just went like that.
I know.
So
So,
moves pretty quickly.
when is this happening? When can people get tickets, and who's going to be there?
Okay, so the festival will take place November 8th through the 17th, and today starts a pre-sale with Bread Financial and the Hard Rock. So you can go online to NewYorkComedyFestival.com and go over a list of people. And I'm sitting here with Joe List, and Joe will be performing at Town Hall with us at the New York Comedy Festival on November 9th.
November 9th, yes, 7 p.m., and I'm very excited. Please come. I'm terrified. Gotta hack it out, for God's sakes.
You got it. We understand, like, you've grown with Caroline. So Caroline's on Broadway was where you got your start, so to speak, as a stand-up?
I started in Boston, but Caroline's was the first club I started working when I moved here. Yeah, and it meant so much to me. I came to Caroline's in 2002. I saw Dane Cook and Gary Gulman and Bobby Kelly, who are now close friends of mine, opened. It was like we drove down just to go to Caroline's, and I still have the little piece of paper.
Oh,
Wow.
That, I saved, because I was
Yeah.
20 years old. I had been doing comedy for like a year and a half at the time. And I was like, it was, the classic, like, oh, I'm going to be on that stage. And then I moved here in 2007, started working there a lot, and I was there all the time. It was great.
Yeah,
Best
Joe,
food and comedy.
I
Yeah.
like you. I like you already. I want to tell you that.
Please, thank you.
But the hat, dude.
Oh.
How's that going over here in New York City?
We were just talking about this. So I grew up in Boston.
New
and
England
so
Patriot hat, for
I
those
got a
that can't see.
Patriots hat, but it's a little easier because they stink right now.
That's true.
When they're
I'll
back,
give you that.
when they're winning all the Super Bowls, people hate you more. But once you stink again, it's kind of charming.
Oh, no.
But
Okay, we can be friends.
I feel like in New York, though, people are so busy and so running around. They care less. If I wore it to a Jets game, I'd probably get a beer dumped on my
Well, that's
face.
what it is. I'm a Jets fan. That's why it
Okay.
hits me harder.
I feel
You
bad.
know?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You're going to get through this, Cubby.
Well, I hope I can.
I mean, you guys were bonding otherwise because, Joe, you've got a little baby at home. Cubby,
do.
you know sleep deprivation all too well.
Well, Joe was telling me his baby's going through sleep regression, which I can assure you it does suck, but it does get better.
That makes me feel good because, yeah, he just decided he's going to wake up at 3:30 in the morning, full energy. And you try to tell him, but he doesn't speak English. So I'm like, the sun is not, I hold him in the window. I'm like, it's dark out. Go to bed.
Sleepy time.
Yes, and he's just ready to play. And it's great because he's adorable and sweet and fun and he's crawling around. But you're like, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. And I used to be up until 4 in the morning,
Oh, right.
but not anymore.
I think maybe you got that gene, that thing, that
Yeah.
late night thing, you know? So
Yeah,
maybe that's what's-
exactly.
But because your wife also is a stand-up
Yes, my
comedian.
wife is a comedian also.
Sarah.
Yeah,
Sarah
Sarah Talmash is a wonderful comedian. She'll probably be on the show, as a matter of fact, if we have a babysitter.
Wow.
So,
The whole family.
we can pass the baby out. We did that. We were just in Key West,
You can
and we passed the baby back and forth when we did the show.
Yes, right.
What's your son's name?
Marty,
Marty.
the one-man party, we call him.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love your last name, by the way, List.
Oh,
Is that
thank
your
you.
real name?
It is. Yeah, people ask me that. Yeah, it's my real name, Joe List.
It's just so simple. There's something about it. It's just so Joe List.
Thank you.
It's good. It's easy for us to remember.
Right.
Thank you.
2 syllables. It's a noun and a verb, and you can go to the website, Joe List. Now it's 7 letters.
Yeah, JoeList.com. And this is the kind of comedy you're going to get at the New York Comedy Festival.
This is
Right?
my act. I'm doing my act right now. as a matter of fact.
Yeah, who else is going to be there, Caroline? I mean, we have like 100 plus, but
We
give me
have,
some highlights.
You
here.
know, this is just, we're just announcing some of the bigger shows right now with the pre-sale. Judd Apatow, Jabuki Young White, Gabriel Iglesias, J.B. Smoove, Tracy Morgan's back again. Bill Maher, we're excited having him.
Yeah.
After the election, that should be very exciting.
Fresh material.
Dan Soder. So, let's see, Miss Pat's back, some more's back. It's great luck. Jimmy O Yang. So, God, who else? Zarna Garg and Jeff Akuri.
And
So these are the big shows. We have so much more to announce coming up. So
wait,
it's a
I'm
big, big festival this year.
Giving anything away if I say Dave Attell, am I? Cause I
Oh
love
no, Dave
Attell.
Attell, yes, Dave
Yeah.
Attell, and we remember him from last year. It was a killer show,
Yeah,
and he'll do more of that this year. So
it's always fantastic.
It's
yeah.
so important that we laugh, right, guys? I mean,
Absolutely.
we need it. We need it.
we need it. We have a great podcast that we're doing also.
Oh,
How did
nice.
this get made? It's really wonderful.
Oh.
You know what that's about? They discuss like how did that movie ever get made, and like who pitched what, and how did that, and they take things apart, TV shows, movies, and all of that. And there was a group of friends of comedians that all sat around and said, "How did this get made?" And they decided to make a podcast out of it.
I've heard that podcast is amazing.
It's
I
amazing.
haven't listened to it, but everyone tells me you got to listen to this. It's like one of those things. I get annoyed every day. I get a message being like, do you listen to this podcast? You'd love it. And then sometimes out of spite, more people tell me to listen to something. I'm like, nah, I'm not listening.
Yeah, right.
Dig in
But-
and not listen. Yeah.
I always say I'm putting it on my list when I don't have a list.
I know
Although you're a
also.
list.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, put this on your list, but actually do it.
Joe's list.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, Caroline, you have some great venues as usual for the
Of
big
course,
comedy
we have
festival.
Town Hall where Joe will be.
Apollo Theater.
Apollo Theater. We have Carnegie Hall. We have the Hard Rock
Yeah.
Hotel. Not to be confused with the cafe. The Hard Rock Hotel has a wonderful room called the Venue there. It's a beautiful room, and we're doing a lot of the shows that we used to do at Caroline's. We've taken over to the Hard Rock.
Nice.
So we'll be doing some more. We'll be performing there, and Jabuki Young White. So those are shows not to be missed. They're really, really good, and it's a beautiful venue. And if you're in New York, stay at the Hard Rock Hotel.
Oh yeah,
Great.
that would be fun. And I guess, well, you can probably, both of you can answer for us. What is the mood for comedians right now? Because it's felt treacherous for a few years, right? Like you say the wrong thing, you don't want to be canceled. Is there still kind of that feeling going on?
I think that there is. I think in some circles, but me and a lot of my friends are kind of on YouTube and podcasts now, where it's much less dangerous for that kind of thing. I think if you have a show, in the old, if you have to have like a show on ABC Family or something, and if you say something, they're like, you got to get out of here. But when you have podcasts, you can kind of say whatever for the most part. But
Yeah, to me, nobody should ever be offended at a comedy show.
Right.
You're there for a comedy show.
yeah,
I
that
mean,
would be ideal, but
Yeah.
it's tricky.
You're always going to get one.
Yeah.
How do you know about it? Like, how will a word get to you that you've offended somebody if they...
People message you now. It's weird because people have such access to you now. So Instagram, message, DM, email. And it's very strange. It's a strange time because the old days you wouldn't really know. But now you get like your phone vibrates and you look and it's like, you son of an onion, I hate you. And I'm like, oh, jeez, sorry, I was just kidding.
But at the same time, you can get nice compliments that way, too.
Absolutely.
So-
But the problem is you can have 100 people be like, you're the best comedian of all time. It just takes one to be like, you stink. And you're like, they're right, I do stink. They know me better.
That's it. That happens.
We feel the same way.
To all of us, right?
100 people could say, great show, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate you. One person says that, and then...
I'm just going to run with that till the end of time.
Yeah, it's the same on stage. You'll be having the set of your life. You're killing. You're like, this has never gone better. And then you see one person just with their arms folded. Usually it's my dad.
Right.
But it's just someone staring at you, looking upset, and you're like, damn it, they hate me.
What can I do? And make you smile.
Yeah.
All right, Caroline, one more time. Tell everybody how they can get tickets and all that.
Oh, you can go to NewYorkComedyFestival.com today for the pre-sale and look at the list of who we have on there, and a lot of great talent, a lot of great laughs. And look, it's like going to a spa for the week. Pick a show every night, go out to dinner, have a drink, go to the shows, have a fun time in New York City for 10 days.
There you go. And a happy ending. You know, that's a spa to me.
Oh, jeez. Yes, I'm doing that tonight. And it's
I just want-
this is sleep regression. I got to get some rest.
You know, it takes the stress out of the day.
Yes, absolutely.
Caroline is weighing in.
You know,
So iHeartRadio.
we can edit all that out. All right, that was just for the room. Okay.
No, leave it. That was perfect.
All right, guys, we wish you an incredible lineup and incredible season at the New York Comedy Festival. I mean, it's going to be amazing.
And ticket sales for the public will be on Monday, July 22nd. New York Festival, NewYorkComedyFestival.com.
Yeah, and we will keep you posted. iHeartRadio is a proud partner.
Yes.
We'll be talking about this many more times, for sure. Don't you worry.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. Caroline,
you.
Joe, God bless you.
Yeah, appreciate you having me.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
106.7 Lights FM.